What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome to another episode of my Path to Power, crossing over the half-century mark here into episode number 51. I got to say thank you all for your support on the 3-Pack Sunday. It was a very, very good day. Not such a good day of football for those of you watching from the UK, but hopefully this episode can make up for that a little bit. Got a really fun goal coming up here, so stay tuned and you guys will be seeing that. Let's see. We've got play a little contract action, but I wanted to get some more coins. My coin total just feels really low now, under about 100k. It makes it very, very difficult to trade. And Messi's generally the one responsible for doing that. Now we have a few options. The options are we can sell Aguero, which will get us somewhere about 55 to 60k. But I chose the first option, or the next option B, I guess, for the first part, which is going to be to sell Sergio Ramos and sell Angel Di Maria. The two of them together should get us about 25k more, put us up to somewhere around that 50k mark. But odds are we're going to have to sell Aguero eventually as well. So what I need you guys to do is in the comments below, after this episode, it's going to be your choice. You guys get to pick the next player that I buy for my team, and I'm going to build a squad more or less around him. I prefer to keep Messi. That's not necessary, though. If the player might be a cam or a striker or a left mid, right mid defender, I don't care. If I can afford him, I will try to get him. Now, obviously, guys, if you pick someone that I can't afford, it's just not going to work. But we're going to get into the gameplay here. 26th minute, and we are breaking free. Lionel Messi, look at this for a hustle play. That's me going for a slide tackle, manages to get that, and then insult to injury, fancy pass, little back heel into the net. 28th minute goal, and that puts us into the lead 2-0. And at this point, I'm feeling very, very good about my chances. This is the goal. Oh, no, this isn't the goal. I was going to say this might be the goal that I was talking about, but it's not. It's coming up after this. But again, Zarate breaking free. This is one of my favorite moves on Ultimate Team. The step overs to get inside, and then the body feint exit back the way you came from to the end line. Everybody is so worried about the finesse shot that if you go back down that way, you're still going to get just about the same finesse shot off, and you will beat your opponent. But some nice work here from Michel Bastos. He wanted that goal so badly, and I thought he was going to have it if that shot hadn't been blocked. There's only one way, though, to make up for that. That's FIFA retribution, a little bit of FIFA karma, and I don't really know what else to say beyond that. Michel Bastos makes a brilliant run. Aguero finds him. Oh, baby, talk dirty to me. The scorpion kick. Give me that. Do a little wiggle, wiggle. I was so happy. I scored my first ever scorpion kick. It must have been on Friday. I scored another one yesterday, and we're going to watch all the replays and just love that little bit of FIFA like loveliness, that FIFA beauty there. Oh, that pure old dirty talk. That's nothing to complain about if you can get that off. That's left trigger just spamming B, hoping for the best. I know some of you guys are going to say, oh, Japes, that's not even that great of a scorpion kick. I don't care. A scorpion kick's a scorpion kick for me, and this is a very cool goal as well, I thought. Take the quick free kick, little LBY, triple tap X cross, Leo Messi in the perfect position. The newly turned 25-year-old scores yet another goal for us. He's just been a brilliant signing. He carries this. I don't know if he carries the team, but he is just an absolute menace in the middle of the park. He's got loads and loads of space with a 4-1-2-1-2. One of the reasons I really like this formation is that the center attacking mid gets the opportunity to maneuver around everywhere, gets the opportunity to take players on. There are triangles all over the pitch, and that's generally what I like about this. I actually saw a comment in my last episode saying, Japes, by this point you should have an all 90 rated plus team. That's what we want to see. And I kind of understand that a little bit. I don't know if I should have that, as a lot of 90 plus players are extremely expensive. But I don't necessarily like playing with all those players. Like, an overall rating for me doesn't make or break the player. I don't necessarily care to buy informs just for the sake of having them. There are certain informs that to me look a lot better and would be very, very much fun to play with. But kind of as the cookie crumbles, like Zarate is one of my favorite players in Ultimate Team. I scored loads of goals with him. He's impossible for almost any defender I've come up against to handle. And so I don't, if there was an inform Zarate, sure, I'd definitely be looking at that. Just like, Michel Bastos, his inform card, definitely one we're going to be, one to look at. And there are some, nice inform cards out there that we can work our way towards. But it's building your ultimate team. And for me, an ultimate team has nothing to do with card ratings. And the reason it has nothing to do with card ratings is just for the fact that ultimately for me, I want to use players that I feel most powerful with, or strongest with, and those players are not always the highest rated ones. They're not always, the 90 rated, Arjen Robben obviously is very good to play with, but he's not necessarily my favorite player to play with. I do need to try out Wayne Rooney at some point here, because I have yet to use him on Ultimate Team. But it's just not all about the overall team rating for me. And to be honest, guys, I find myself enjoying a team more often than not if they've got balance to them. If there's good players, semi-good players, or not even necessarily semi-good, but not as strong of players. I don't really know how to explain that, but a bit of variety is really what I like. And so that's why you guys see me switching teams all the time. I will be changing up the kits, though. I've been meaning to do that. It's been a long time coming. I just love these Alemannia Aachen kits from the Bundesliga 2, or Bundesliga 2, or the second Bundesliga, I guess is what it would be. But Zarate manages to pull a hat-trick there. Aguero with the brace, and I think Messi pulled 4 assists in that game, something along those lines. Maybe not. Maybe I'm making that up. I just don't know. Somebody can go back and check if indeed they do feel like doing that. But after this match, and he just refuses to hit A because he was really bummed that he got a goal scored on him. I thought he was going to send me a message. It's kind of what I wait on when that happens. Just go check out the messages, kind of wait for it to come because I play with the notifications off. But after this tournament, we decide that we are not only going to use some fitness cards to get our players in better shape, but we are going to, well, first we've got to replace, we can either buy a healing card at this point for Ramirez, or we can get another Brazilian CDM from the BPL for 400, or I think I paid 600 coins, and he can sit on my bench for as long as I feel like it. Go ahead and pick up Sandro from Tottenham. Could have picked up Lucas Leiva, but I just wasn't feeling his vibe. He was looking at me funny in one of those pictures, and I just don't dig players that look at me funny. But we go out and we buy Tevez as well, and you're saying, Japes, what the heck are you doing? But I figured, hey, he's, 40,000 coins cheaper than Aguero, and if he can do the job, that's definitely something that I'm interested in. So we eventually pick one up for 18,000 coins, get this one on an open bid. Hopefully he'll sell on for about 19, maybe 19.5. I think that's what we'll list him for eventually towards the end of the episode. Tevez only gets one game. It's not because he was bad. It's just he does the classic Tevez thing for me, which is he works hard back on defense, and I just don't care to have players that do that, especially when they're strikers. It drives me nuts. It's I want to be able to counter if I want to counter. I don't want them wasting their stamina, running back on defense. Sure, it's great sometimes, but more often than not, I just don't find the ability to have less of a sprint speed to be that great of a thing. But we go ahead and list Aguero as well because we do want those coins back. It's time to, it might be time for a little shuffle up front. Maybe we'll pick up Higuain to give Messi a little extra chemistry for the same league. And Higuain, I think, goes for maybe 2,000 coins, 3,000 coins. I don't know. Somebody will have to let me know. Maybe 5,000 even in a 4-1-2-1-2. I haven't even looked at it yet. But this guy was a decent player. 4-3-3 has given us a little bit of a problem in the past, but Tevez does nicely to get inside right here and finds Lionel Messi, who's wide open, but Pepe just makes an unbelievable block right there. Very nice work from him to get into that spot defensively. I will be doing in the upcoming days, I want to get I guess what'll be what I might just call Japes Recommends. And I think the first thing, well, you guys will have to wait and see what the first thing is going to be. But also, I've got a very cool series idea as well that I think you guys would very much enjoy. I can use my main squad for it. You guys will be getting involved. Well, sort of, but it'll be a little bit of a show. So I think you guys will enjoy that as well. I'll try to get that out. And give you guys some more details on that. Remember, though, at the end of this episode, I am going to need you guys to leave a comment. Let me know if there's a certain player that you want me to go after. Obviously, it's going to have to be a player that I like for the most part. But if the most thumbs up one is probably the one that I'll try to get. Now, obviously, I'm not going to have coins for players like Ronaldo or Team of the Season Ribery, players like that. So you guys will have to keep it within reason. Maybe give me 100K-ish, somewhere in that range. I think a player would be good to go. But Messi scores a lovely little goal there at the end of that. Anyways, guys, we are coming to a close at the end of this Path to Power. If you guys missed any of the episodes in my Sunday 3-pack yesterday, I will leave the links to all of those in the description below. If you guys did enjoy this episode, a thumbs up or like is always greatly appreciated. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.